Thank you for tuning into Anime Radio. Today I'll be talking about Demon Slayer, and I'll be continuing my series on Demon Slayer, continuing on from episode 1 to episode 2. Trainer Sakonji Kodaki. At Yu Tomioka's urging, Tanjiro heads for Mount Sagiri with his sister Nezuko, who's been turned into a demon. During night, Tanjiro catches the scent of blood from inside a temple. He enters, thinking that someone might be hurt, only to come upon a man-eating demon. When the demon attacks, Tanjiro manages to fight back with his axe, but the demon's strength is overwhelming. Just as the demon is about to finish him off, Tanjiro is saved by none other than... This description tells a lot of the beginning part of this episode, but I wouldn't say it actually describes what happens in it, because this description only tells us about half of the full episode, and it really doesn't shine a light on who Sakonji Kodaki is, and they don't really develop his character. They show that he's quite strict and rigorous and stubborn, a bit like Tanjiro actually, but smarter, more experienced, and more mature in a way that I think really makes us appreciate how Tanjiro is depicted in Demon Slayer, as you don't really see many people or characters in anime, especially main characters, with his type of maturity and smartness, intelligence, strategicness, everything in a way of his character really tells us more of his personal story and what he does to improve on what happened to his family and what happened to Nezuko. And now after that, at the start of the episode, we see him going up to a person, a farmer, and he asks, "Can I borrow this basket?" And the person says, "Yeah, sure, take it. He insists, blah blah blah. One of the cutest scenes with Nezuko in this anime is the one after this. Nezuko shrinks into a basket. I'll put a clip up here, and it's the most adorable scene I've ever seen in an anime. It's the cutest one. And then he pets her, and that's just like the cutest brother-sister moment. But after this, night falls, they travel, and then they obviously find a temple, and Tanjiro smells something. He smells blood. They go up, and it appears to be a demon. Yeah, a demon. Now, I've watched the entire series personally, and I've read almost all the manga. I have read the latest manga, 202, a great chapter. But the first time I saw this, I thought he was so strong. I thought no one could be as strong as this demon that we first see. But obviously, later on, you see much stronger characters. And obviously, later in the series, you see a very special demon. But at this fight with the demon, we see Nezuko's true power in a way, where she is very strong. And the reason why she's this strong is a later plot point in the anime, and helps us improve our understanding on demons and how they can be turned into... humans can be turned into demons, And then we see them fighting. Tanjiro splits his neck. He says, "Nah, this is fine." Then Tanjiro and him fight. Nezuko kicks off his head, which is... wow. That was a bit of a shock. She looked so gentle and so non-aggressive that you would think that this wouldn't really happen, or you wouldn't see her kick off a demon's head, just pop off. But you do. Then something weird happens. The head of the body starts talking, and then he grows out arms from his ears. Then he fights Tanjiro. Nezuko is beaten up by the body without a head. Then Tanjiro knocks him off the body off a cliff, and it dies, apparently. I don't know how. Then the head is stuck onto the tree because he tangled his hair around the hatchet, and Tanjiro throws it, it gets stuck, and then this mysterious man with a mask, a red mask, with a really long nose. It's not Pinocchio, don't worry. He has a blue kimono, or I don't know what it is for men, but I'm sure it is a kimono, or robe if you'd like, with clouds. Then we hear what that powerful demon slayer wrote to Sekonji Orokodaki. It's pretty interesting, I would say, because Gyuto Mioka thinks that they are special in a way. They aren't like other demon and person partnerships in the past, which I have never seen any of these people or characters, but they seem to be special in his eyes, and from the looks of it, he looks like an important character. So if Gyuto Mioka says so, then a lot of people might think of it like that as well. But some people might think it's against the law to have a partnership. That's the entire reason why the Demon Slayer Corps exists, to kill demons. So why did he let these two, obviously, clearly rule breakers, let go? They seem to be special. Okay, it's a good reason. They seem to have a very close relationship as brother and sister. Okay, still a little sketch. They might be able to defeat the strongest demon. Okay, that's a little unlikely, but yeah. Then Orokodaki says, yeah, you can be my student, but you have to pass this test too. And it's one of the most grueling tests I've ever seen. He has to climb up a mountain, first of all, to then only go down back to the house where he'll be staying for a few days, weeks, months, it doesn't matter. But then you see the traps that Orokodaki put out, and there was logs flying, bamboo stalks whacking, falling in a deep pit, rocks flinging at you. How does this exist in the Taisho period? Really hard to believe, but then we get to the end, and Orokodaki finally admits that he will take Tanjiro to be his student. And then the episode ends. This episode really brings out the next incoming plot points in the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba anime series, and I really do think that this episode was a great episode, and if episode 1 didn't exist, this would also be a great episode to be introduced by. And with that, it seems that we've run out of time for this episode of my Demon Slayer review. So, thank you for tuning into Anime Radio, and I hope you can tune into my next video on my reviews. Thank you, and goodbye.